Hello everyone, we're back playing our sync deck, and we find ourselves up against the Professor. I don't think I've ever played against the Professor before, so this should be an intriguing one. If you've been watching my Shoot the Moon deck in the last while, I've actually made one change. I've swapped in exchange of information for pad, because, yeah, I think it's necessary. It's nice having the tag punishment of Shoot the Moon, but at the same time I think we need something else just as a plan B. Now, it's only one of, the deck list is below if you want to make suggestions, changes, or if you want to try it out yourself, obviously. I do find it fun. It's always fun being able to res Tollbooth for free, or rather, Archer for free. As for how competitive it is, it's not in its current iteration, but maybe a better deck builder could take it, make some changes, and who knows how they'll get on from there. So I'm curious to see what the Professor has in store for us. It's never been an ID that I've been tempted to try, I don't know why. But this will be an educational experience if nothing else, and that's what this channel is all about. And they're giving away nothing so far. Raven's a pretty good early pull for us. I might even just money up for the moment. I think Raven could go on a scoring server, maybe discourage them from running it. We've made plenty of money early, which this deck is pretty good at. So mid-season is on the cards. Hard-hitting news is harder to land, but it's possible. 2 Jacksons in hand as well. So we could either try and go for the Beal early, or we can just try and find either a better agenda or some more solid ice that we'd like to get for free. We've played against a couple of Anarchs of recently, and Parasite is an issue, of course. So we'll see what kind of tricks Shaver has to deal with our big beefy ice. Hopefully they won't be able to kill it off so easily. And a Leprechaun. Okay. So they're going to take some time to set up. We get our exchange nice and early. Let's draw Gutenberg's kind of whatever. So instead I think we go for the Beal. Not the most exciting of agendas to score, and we don't have our punishment yet, so possibly a little preemptive here. But maybe we can make something work. If nothing else, we might be able to get 2 points on the board. And with Sync, you don't really want to take tags, so they may hold off going through Data Raven until either they have to, or until they feel they really can challenge. Dirty Laundry into HQ. They're not going to see that much of interest really. Tagging, which you'd expect, and Jackson, which you also pretty much expect. And they don't have any trickery that they can clone chip out either. So I've been getting grief of late about my connection and things like that. And I don't think incidents like this will help. So hopefully things haven't gone screwy on us, but you never know. Slight disconnect, and so having connection issues, which is quite irritating. Now tethering from my phone. Oh, cool. Always nice. I'm hoping it's not this familiarity with my connection just dying in the middle of a game. This seems familiar. This is also really irritating. Just on a side note, Microsoft seems determined for me to do this, but every time I try to, it messes around. So, what's our plan from here? We can go double Gutenberg on HQ, or on R&D. Sweeps is always good. Yeah, I think shore up R&D first, and then work on getting Jackson down. Ooh, right, definitely going to put some stuff on R&D. Because we still haven't seen too many programs from them, just the paperclip, which is unsurprising in every single deck at this stage. There we go. There's actually two shortcuts with Leprechaun, so if you click on it you can host a card that has been installed. Obviously you're supposed to do this within the means of legality, but if you end up in an incident where you've installed the Hyperdriver just there and you want to host it on Leprechaun, you can click Leprechaun and host it that way. Double Data Raven could be okay as well, but for the moment I think we shore things up. We don't really have to worry about HQ. Double Data Raven might even be a bit extreme. Maybe we'll hold on to it. We'll try and see what kind of thing they're doing before we get too ahead of ourselves. A Biotic into Cronus Protocol would be amazing right now. Cronus Project, Cronus Project. Get rid of both barrier breakers. Of course, they could still be running like Inti and things like that. I'd say trash the Jackson here. Hopefully they don't trash the other one as well. I would like to be able to get some use out of one of them. Modded. Oh, trash and modded. Okay. Toll booth. That's pretty good for us. I think for the moment we just hold on to it. 15 minutes, kind of whatever. Let's put the resistor on HQ. Just see what kind of thing they're going for. Now obviously they can get paperclip out, but it'll cost them 5 credits in total the first time to get through it, which isn't bad for us. And worst case scenario, they steal the 15 minutes, which is absolutely fine by us. We could actually go for that score next turn, and then try and find like our archers and other beefy ice. Yeah, Jinteki is a bit weird with its hosting sometimes. It's very easy to click the wrong thing. Personal Workshop is the biggest issue I have sometimes. So still no dead giveaways, and I don't really know what Professor's end game is. I know you can get like Nerve Agent and Medium down, so maybe we're looking at that. Same old thing. Hereditary News probably not going to do much for us. So we can either go for a setup turn where we like try and find Archer, get Tollbooth down, and prepare ourselves that way, or we can just score 15 minutes here, which might be the better way of going. Unless, of course, they pop a clot on us. If they do, again, it's not the worst thing in the world. We can get it back. But it is one that we're happy to sack to archers. Breaking news, I would prefer to be able to install advance and then shoot the moon with archers, toll boots, and other ice on the table. But this just gets us to 3, which is absolutely fine. Okay, here we go, Hyperdriver. So we're putting a bit of pressure on them. Unfortunately, they don't seem to get in the draw that they would have liked. Usually when you hyperdrive, you want to have something like professional contacts down, or you want to have your programs, bits and pieces, that you can go for keyholes, go for big medium runs, all that kind of thing. But again, it's a good card in itself just to do a setup turn. Some curious what they've got for us. Laundry. Ooh, laundering into R&D. I like it. So let's see what they've got to deal with Gutenberg. And not only one Gutenberg, but two of them. So they can get through here for free, but then it's going to cost them 6 to remove the tags, which is pretty brutal. So you're getting that dirty laundry back. But yeah, it's an expensive run. Now it only costs us 4, but these are here to stay for a while. Gutenberg's such a good piece of ice, until you need to actually stop them. If they start going with, I'll take all the tags, then you're in trouble. Anytime there's a pause like that, I'm full sure it's one of these weird tech cards that I've put in, or weird out there cards. So I expect to draw Shoot the Moon next, but you never know. It could also be my connection, as we've determined. So if we need to shuffle Jackson, we've got good money options to send back, plus the other Jackson. So yeah, chances are we will need to install. Okay, hard hitting news. That's also good, but not one we can land at the moment. So we'll draw, restructure, and stick the toll booth on what will be a scoring server. In all likelihood, we'll have to res this the hard way, so hopefully we can find other stuff to go with it. So they have another Hyperdriver down. Big turns coming soon. Hard hitting news is such a dangerous card out of sync, because before, you need eight credits and your full turn to clear, but sync you need 12. It's just miserable. And if you end up spending that much on it, you're in a rough spot basically. And Beth comes down. Okay, we need to find bigger and better ice. I wouldn't mind actually finding an archer here. And let's pop. Well, we're going to give him 5 clicks anyway, so might as well restructure. We can get rid of. Let's get rid of one hard hitting news. Maybe the pad. Keep the mid-seasons. Get rid of that. We'll probably send it back soon. And Raven or Resistor. I think Raven is the more annoying one. Just see how willing they are to take tags. So they're getting 5 clicks and they can Hyperdriver for even more. There's professional contacts. Yeah, they wanted that down a lot earlier. So next turn we could see them doing a big setup turn with Hyperdriver and everything. They're going to run thinking we pitched something, but we did not. So we could actually cause them some grief here by installing the Astro, hitting with the hard-hitting news. Yeah, that's a dicier spot for them to be in. I think if you have any money cards at all now, or you need to play it. Okay. So we get Shoot the Moon as well. So how is best to do this? We want to have bigger ice. So maybe if we draw 2, install hard hitting. No, because we need to also install the ice. Draw 2, hope for some ice. Nope, not going to happen apparently. So Astro or Breaking News? Astro seems the obvious choice. Let's shuffle you. Let's go with restructure. Restructure? Yeah, we can use the other Jackson for hit you. So no link, 5 credits. So we need to put 2 into this. Now, because of Beth, they will have the time to clear everything. And they're just short on money, but they can take and start clearing. And they'll get rid of 3 tags at the very least. We need to get rid of 1. Let's get rid of the mid-season for the moment. This is kind of the nightmare turn against Sync as well. You do not want them to be able to score breaking news and then close accounts or all seeing eye do, but you also have to clear these tags. It's just miserable. So 5 clicks. Hyperdriver, that's really good. So take Katie money. You can professional contacts once. You can clear all the tags. Yeah, I really like that. And you still have 2 clicks left over to do some things with. That's really good. Now, they are very short on money, and the issue is how many of these are we playing? So unfortunately, it's a big hard reset for the runner, because we can afford to do it once again. Which causes them all sorts of issues. I think they've left themselves credits short here. So they ended up on 12. Clear, 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 clear. Yeah, they ended up. Yeah. Yeah, Sync makes everything really expensive. And I'm not going to be really mean and like, can I take this back? No, sorry. You made that bed, you'll lie in it now. I think the safer play is just take money here. Because even if the same whole thing, laundry, you end up at 5 credits. But another hard-hitting news really hurts. And yeah, maybe you'll draw into better things here as well, that you won't need to, same old thing. This was unexpected. And a levy. So let's just score this out, and we'll get a toll booth down on... I think we need to stick it on R&D, because I've often, with this deck, built up like really powerful scoring servers, and then the runner just goes, alright, I'm never running there. R&D it is. I'll just cut you off the source. And then I can't afford to do anything about it. So next turn might be a setup turn again, where we just put down toll booth here. We could install advanced this, but there's a good chance we'll end up paying for one of these. Which may not be the worst thing in the world. We'll see. David, well, that ruins the plan. No, I still think toll booth is a good install. Parasite. So they've ended up over MU, but you could -1 click, pretend it's taking a credit, have that on that instead. I think you're better off keeping the Parasite for something else, because Gutenberg's not going to die anytime soon, and you have the David anyway. Okay, SMC bites the bullet instead. Oh, okay, we're not going to get to shoot the moon. We can just score out here instead, unless they can... No, they're Professor, so they can't do that, unfortunately. So we're just going to score out instead. Never got to shoot the moon, which is always disappointing for me. And apologies for the internet connections, which also means that I have to go and edit, so sorry about that, future Mark. Thank you all for watching. Please check out the deck list below, try it out for yourself, and hope you enjoyed.